Hey y'all, Rick Sky here. Welcome back to another Timepieces for Tomorrow video. And want to remind you, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to do so and ring that bell icon, and that'll notify you whenever I post another video. Also, be sure to check out the Timepieces for Tomorrow merchandise. It's a great way to help support my channel and to show your support to fellow wristwatch lovers within the wristwatch community. So within this video, I want to address another topic. And by the way, everyone, thanks for the great questions. Keep them coming, because when you ask, I will try to respond with a video. I enjoy filming these videos, and hopefully y'all enjoy watching them as much as I enjoy filming them. So let me go ahead and flip over here. We're going to flip over to several timepieces. So on the wrist, I've got a Tudor Black Bay 58, and then here I've got a Rolex Submariner. I've got a Breitling Super Ocean Heritage 2 in 42 millimeters. And then I've got a Ulysse Nardin Maxi Marine Diver. And what I want to talk about within this video is why Rolex and Tudor, obviously Tudor is Rolex's sister brand, but why does Rolex and Tudor, in my opinion, make the best wristwatch case? So this is something you may not see. So you look at these and say, okay, well, there's a Rolex Submariner, there's a Tudor Black Bay 58, and then let's just put the Tudor down. Let's hold this Ulysse Nardin beside the Submariner. Okay, there you go. And let's hold the Breitling beside the Ulysse Nardin. You're like, man, those things look very similar. Why does Rolex have such a better case? Now again, what I'm about to point out is something that a lot of y'all are probably not aware of. I've been collecting wristwatches for well over 30 years, so I've gotten to know the subtle differences. So first of all, this right here being the Submariner, and by the way, this is not a strike at quality of any of the other brands. This is just a difference, something that really sets Rolex and Tudor apart, in my opinion. So you can see right here, you can see the back of the Rolex Submariner case, and then you can see the side and the front. The lugs, so see this case, it's got what they call the Oyster style case back, which feels good on the wrist, doesn't have any screws. If you get it serviced, the Rolex service center, they use a little, it looks like a little ball or something, and they open it, it opens the case. Then the other side of the case, of course, has the sapphire crystal, and in this case, a ceramic bezel. But the cool thing about the Rolex case is that it's a continuous piece. You notice the lugs, it's all one piece. The other pieces are the case back, the Oyster style case back that screws on, and then the sapphire crystal that's placed on the other side during the assembly of the wristwatch. And the same is true for Tudor. Again, Tudor, sister brand to Rolex. You look here, the same deal. You got an Oyster case back, or Oyster, I guess since it's Tudor, I guess you'd say Oyster style case back. You got the case. The lugs are part of the case. There's no adhesive, or I don't know what the technical term would be. Would it be welded? Would it be? Y'all comment below. Tell me. I don't have my terminology correct there. But then you look at the Ulysse Nardin Maxi Marine Diver, which is a very nice timepiece. And again, none of this is a strike at the quality. This is an exceptionally well-made, high-quality piece. But notice this. So see the lugs? The lugs aren't part of the case. So think of the case as kind of a circular type shape, and then it's got the lugs attached. So that's an interesting difference. Again, I'm not saying this is a quality concern, but I'm just saying it's something that's different. Also, this case back uses screws, which, again, maybe not an issue, but something that over time I would be like, well, there's a screw there. The Oyster style case back just utilizes, some sort of ball type looking device to open the case back. What if those screws became corroded or stripped or something? I mean, I don't know. I'm probably exaggerating this. Tell me below, if you're a watchmaker, why would you want to use screws to attach the case back versus using something similar to what Rolex does with the Oyster style case back? So Then you flip over here to Breitling, same scenario. And again, this may not be the case for watch cases across all references. These are just a couple. These are just a couple of references that are non-Rolex. But see this one right here. This is the Breitling Super Ocean Heritage 2. You can see again the lugs. It's not part of the case. Curiously enough, I've got a Breitling Super Avenger, and it's one continuous piece. You know, like a Rolex Oyster style case. But curiously enough, this right here, the case back does not utilize screws. It's a similar style, I guess one would say, to a Rolex or Tudor Oyster case back. But again, none of these comments are strikes at quality whatsoever. You know, these comments, I'm centering these comments around just something that you may not have picked up on, because when you're looking at wristwatches, and it doesn't have to be these brands, it doesn't have to be these references, but when you're looking at wristwatches, there's subtle differences that people can discern. And I'm going to, here on Timepieces for Tomorrow, I'm going to expand upon things to look for. You know, when you're a wristwatch buyer, it doesn't matter if it's your first wristwatch, it doesn't matter if you've been collecting for 10 or 20 plus years. There's subtle differences that you may not know to look for. And again, this particular observation is not in any way a strike at the quality of a timepiece, but it's something that I think of when I think of Tudor and Rolex, that Oyster style case. You know, the lugs, the case, all of that is part of one piece. And then the only thing you have the sapphire on one side and then the Oyster case back on the other. And then obviously the movement and the dial and all of that inside. But it's really cool the way it's one piece. Will the lugs break off of either of my other pieces, my Breitling or my Ulysses Nardin? I don't think there's a chance in the world that would happen. But if you're a watchmaker or you're highly knowledgeable with wristwatches, tell me why. Comment below and tell me why it may be a good thing to not have the lugs as part of the same piece as the case. You know, maybe it's wear and tear. You know, maybe if over time something had to be serviced, maybe having those lugs that aren't part of the case, maybe that would be an advantage. You know, why do some manufacturers use screws to attach the case back? Is that an advantage or a disadvantage? You know, again, I'm not here to even suggest that I have any quality concerns. I was just commenting about why I feel that the Rolex Oyster case is probably, if not the best wristwatch case on the market, one of the best. I mean, you know, the Tudor Sports and the Rolex Sports, they use that case. And it is a very comfortable case back, the Oyster style case back. And I've never had any Rolex or any Tudor leak. So, you know, that's a testament to the quality of that case. But tell me what you think. And by the way, I don't expect the Ulysses Nardin or the Breitling Super Ocean Heritage 42 to leak either. But I don't know. Tell me what you think. I'm trying to share a ton of potentially educational, entertaining wristwatch content. I'm looking for video ideas. So if you've got a suggestion for a future video, comment down below, and I'll try to film a future Timepieces for Tomorrow video to respond to y'all's questions. But this was just something I wanted to put out there, you know, why I feel that Tudor and Rolex make the best wristwatch cases. Who do you think makes the best wristwatch case and why? You know, comment below. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day. Oh, and be sure to subscribe and ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Check out all the Timepieces for Tomorrow merch. I've got t-shirts, I've got hooded sweatshirts, I've got coffee mugs, pint glasses, stickers, and a whole lot more. Look down below, and you can find it all there. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Captain Irix Guy here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/Irix Guy. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.